Hello there YouTube, I'm Windraiser, and today I'm coming to you with a redo of a Transformers Titan review. Since I've already reviewed him, and I went back, when I posted it, I didn't listen to the sound, I will be deleting that video. So, I'm redoing the review of Titan's Return, Blurr, and Hyperfire. Now, the video I did before, the sound, you can barely hear me because I was in the library. Gotta be quiet, not much you can do. So, as you can tell, he is his G1 self, a lot more sleeker. He does have a wheel here and two wheels back here, so he does roll. He does have a nice cannon here on the front, so we'll unpeg that. That will become his gun. And there you have him in his regular, traditional. Like, I love this guy, I really do. I love the combination of all three blues with the turquoise, the teal, and the light powder blue. In here in the cockpit, we have the Titan Master Hyperfire. Was a Target Master, now he is a Titan Headmaster. And he's got some nice paint on him, on his face, his arms, and his lower legs. Posability, ball joint at the shoulder, hinge, and pin. Now, I did point this out at a lot of my Titan Return figures. A lot of them have pins, and some of them don't. Some of them just have a clip. A good example of that would be... No, not you. Oh, you have it too. Where is... Are you in here? Yeah, you are. Oop. No. You have a clip too. Pin. One of my Titan Masters has a clip joint at his knees. And I didn't seem to grab him. Oh well. Oh yeah, and his head's on a ball joint. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. So, to get him into his head mode, make sure the head's straight, arms down, fold up the legs. And there's Blurr's head. Very nicely sculpted, nicely detailed. Set that off to the side, and we'll go ahead and proceed to transform this. So what you're going to do first is open the cockpit, flip this in, close it up. And it will close more later on. So we'll unpeg these. These will become what will become his arms. We'll take this piece, go ahead and proceed to fold it back. Take the legs, open them at the bottom, and at this point, once you've moved this, you can push this further in. Open the bottom part of the legs here, proceed to fold them out, and close them back up. So fold out, and with this leg, you're going to fold this piece in, and then close it up. Fold down his little toes. And there you have his lower half done, and you can fold that all the way on to the back. Rotate will be his arms, fold them up, they will peg into place. So take these pieces, and they will fold onto the back of his arms, like so. And now we can take Hyperfire and plug him in. And there you have, we'll go give him his gun. And there you have Blurr in robot mode. Now, this is my first ever Blurr. I never owned a G1, or the only other Blurr I owned, because I don't have my Generations one. I traded that in for another figure. Is my Armada Blurr. So he's the only one aside from him that I have. Posability. Head is on a ball joint because of the Titan Master and can swivel, wobble, look up and down, look all around. His shoulders are on a swivel and a ball joint, and a swivel here and a swivel here. There's a swivel here at the above the elbow, almost 90 degree bend at the elbow. His wrist does rotate, which is very nice. His waist is on a swivel. There's ball joint at the hip. Wow, you just got squeaky. His joints are getting squeaky. There we go. So there's a swivel right there, and a 90-degree bend at the knee, and no foot articulation. So Now I have some additional Titan Masters with me. So what I'm gonna do, get Mind Wipes here. And Mind Wipes always has a problem of coming out because of how he stays latched in there so well. I'm gonna get my Mind Wipe ready for a side-by-side comparison. Sorry, was not prepared for this video. Was not prepared to do a redo video at all. Blurr is just sliding across my computer right now. Alright. So, Vorath's legs are on backwards. There we go. Come on, Vorath. Okay, now he doesn't want to become a headmaster. He's like, no, I refuse. There we go. So there we have Vorath and Blurr side by side with each other, or Mind Wipe. And Mind Wipe's a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter, just by a head. I'm not going to use his headmaster because he's being stupid and stubborn. So I'm going to take Horrible, or Terrible here. I'm going to fold him up, remove Blurr, and we'll plug him on top. And there you go. And there he is with Horrible's head. Very cool. This piece does come off. It's on there very tightly. He can wield it like his shield, just like he did in his original toy. But this one has a cool feature. So we'll come underneath, and there's this little skid right here. You're going to push up, fold that out. Take Hyperfire here, get him into a sitting position. And this little tab right here on the bottom of his legs is going to peg into that hole right there. So I go ahead, plug him in, plug the gun on, and now you've got Hyperfire in a little motorized gun sled. So there you guys go. There's Transformers Titan Return, Hyperfire, and Blurr. I'm Windraiser, and I'll catch you on the next review.